Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're in the world. I am Asri Pereira, and this is my social media live every day. Every day, I'm trying to go live on social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So I want to give you some information about uh, higher learning opportunities and higher education opportunities in the UK. And I also want to give you today I'm going to give you a free IELTS lessons. So I want many of you to start studying, and I want to inspire people to get into higher education. So here I am live on my social media platforms, and I am available uh, for another 2 hours. So 1 hour, I'm going to tell you, I'm bringing you one university in the UK. So that my first hour, I will give you all the information about how you can apply to study in the UK. And in my second hour, I'll give you some free IELTS lessons where you can prepare yourself because when you're applying to study abroad, IELTS is an English exam is essential sometimes. So for students who are trying difficult to do that exam, I'm going to give you 4 tips today. So in my second hour, I'm going to give you all this information. So stay tuned. You're with Asiri Pereira, asiripereira.com. ඉතින් අයිබෝන් මම ආසිරි පෙරේරා ආසිරිපෙරේරා.com. ඉතින් අද මම පැය දෙකක් පුරාවට ඔබත් එක්ක ලයිව් සම්බන්ධ වෙන්න උත්සාහ කරනවා. ඉතින් මේ අද මම කියන්න යන්නේ අද අලුත් යුනිවර්සිටි එකක් මම අරන් එනවා. අලුත් නෙමෙයි, නමුත් ඔබට ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන් අරන් එනවා අද යුනිවර්සිටි එකක් ගැන. කොහොමද ඒ යුනිවර්සිටි එකට ඇප්ලයි කරන්නේ? ඇයි ඔබ ඒ යුනිවර්සිටි එකට ඇප්ලයි කරන්න ඕනේ? ඒ වගේම මොනවද තියෙන ස්කෝලර්ෂිප්ස් ගැන. ඉතින් රැඳී සිටින මාත් එක්ක අද පැය දෙකක්, මොකද මම දෙවෙනි පැයේදී මම ඔබට ගොඩක් IELTS ප්‍රපෙයාර් කරන්නේ කොහොමද, IELTS පිළිබඳ ක්ලාසස් දෙකක් කියලා. ඉතින් හැමදාම උදේ 10ට UK ටයිම් එකෙන් මම සෝෂල් මීඩියා ලයිව් වෙනවා. ඔබට මොනවා හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් කතා කරන්න. කොහොමද ඇප්ලයි කරන්නේ, මොන වගේ යුනිවර්සිටිස් එක තියෙන්නේ, මොනවාද අවශ්‍ය ඩොකියුමන්ට්ස්, මොකක්ද එලිජිබිලිටි ක්‍රයිටීරියා කියලා දැනගන්න මාත් එක්ක කතා කරන්න. 0777 79 89 89. ඔබට අපේ ආයතනයට එන්න පුළුවන් BML ශ්‍රී ලංකා මාලබේ අංක 163න් 4 නිව් කැන්ඩි රෝඩ් මාලබේ. ඉතින් ඔබට මාලබේ අපේ ඔෆිස් එකට ඇවිල්ලා විස්තර දැනගන්නත් පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපේ හොට්ලයින් එකට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් 0777 79 89 89. ඒත් එක්කම හැමදාම ලයිව් වෙනවා මම Facebook, ඒ වගේම LinkedIn, Instagram සහ YouTube හරහා. ඉතින් ඔබට සම්බන්ධ වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මොනවා හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් කොහොමද ඇප්ලයි කරන්න ඕනේ, ඇයි අපි යුනිවර්සිටි එකට ඇප්ලයි කරන්න ඕනේ, හයි එඩියුකේෂන් එච්චරම වැදගත්ද, පිට රටකට යන්න අවශ්‍ය කට්ටිය ඉන්නවනම් කතා කරන්න අපිට පුළුවන් ඔබට උදව් කරන්න. ඉතින් අද විශේෂයක් සිදු වෙනවා. අද විශේෂයෙන් මම IELTS පාඩමක් කියලා දෙන්න යන්නේ. IELTS අමාරු අයට ක්‍රම 4ක් කියලා දෙන්න යන්නේ IELTS ඉගෙන ගන්න. ඉතින් රැඳී සිටින්න. ආසිරි පෙරේරා from asiriperera.com. If you're someone who's looking forward to start studying in the UK, or you want to see options, what universities are available, how much it's going to cost, and whether I can start a qualification in the UK for what are the available intakes next, and how I can help to help you to succeed or achieve your dreams. I am Asari Pereira, and I've been working in this industry for past 15 years, and I love it. I have helped thousands of students across 14 different countries, and I'm here to help you. And if you ask me why I have to select Asari Pereira, there are loads of other agencies. It's because I have that expertise in the industry. I have done thousands of applications to the UK, successful applications to the UK, and I guarantee you 100% perfect process satisfaction. You can't come back and say, oh, that process there was not right, in this is where you went wrong. No, because this has been tested 1,000 times before. So the all systems that I am working with, all the systems, the processes, the teams that I have, so I have established this method 1,000 times, tested and practiced, so it's not going to go wrong. Okay, so don't worry, come back. I can help you with your visas for education. If you want to visit the UK, then we have done some visit visas as well, so we can help you with all that because we have that expertise. I've done my education on that. I practiced it in the industry for 1,000 times. 14 different student countries, students from 14 different countries I have helped. So that's why I'm saying I am the probably uh, I have done the best, my best. Okay, I have done my best in my industry, so you can trust me on that. So I guarantee you 100% perfect process satisfaction, and also my team and I are not charging you for these services. Whatever in the the student visas we do not charge for our services because we have partnerships with the universities, and we want students to get the best services in terms of getting into the university, getting the student visa done, and prepare well for their future. Right. So, what is why we because I am available 24/7, 365 days a year for my services, because I have systemized. So everything that if you want to get update, it's just a matter of log into your system and see where does your application stand, and everything we give you full support and guidance. You can ask any questions at any time. You have access to the system, so that is why I think you should consider me if you want to start studying in the UK, and I am here to support you, and also arranging airport pickup and accommodation, help to find part-time jobs, all that. If you request, we have a solution. And even after arriving to the UK, we can get you the assistance required in order to, if you want to have further leave to remain in the UK, and or if you want to move to another country for higher education or for job opportunities, or if you want to start your own business in the UK, whatever your requirements are, we have that solution for you. So that's why you have to select me, as the other students, thousands of other students who are from 14 different countries has selected me for their study abroad partner. So can you. Right. Okay. So stay with me. I'm going to talk about today why you should come to UK and what are the different advantages over the other countries. And also, I'm going to give you today 1 hour of lessons for IELTS preparation. So you can stay tuned with me for IELTS preparation classes after around 11 o'clock in the UK time. So stay tuned. I'm here to give you full guidance and support throughout the process. Over 439,000 students are uh, visiting the UK for their higher education and opportunities because UK universities partnered with industry to produce high quality work ready graduates for help developing a modern higher education system to support economic growth. You can choose UK expertise. So that's why UK is important when it comes to higher education. The United Kingdom is incredibly diverse, from 900-year-old cathedrals to cutting-edge technological innovations, from dynamic cities to peaceful green hills and everything in between. There is something for everyone in the UK. So consider UK as your higher education destination. Why students coming to the UK for higher education is because it's diverse, vibrant, and it is the home of English. And it's multicultural, and you can discover Europe as well when you come to the UK because it's with very less time, and also the cost is low. So, select UK as your higher education destination. I work with almost all the universities in the UK. I can help all your journey forward. Why you should consider UK as your higher education destination? It's because it is a lifelong investment in their future, a world class education with globally respected qualifications in their chosen academic disciplines, excellent teaching and facilities, meeting strict quality standards set by the UK government. The UK is at the forefront of scientific and creative innovation. Students benefit by learning alongside some of the world's top intellectual achievers, opening doors to career dreams and aspirations, gaining contacts and a network beyond their qualification for their future life and career, developing the intercultural skills and understanding which are valued by employers, developing skills for lifelong learning and learning to meet the challenges of a rapidly changing world, perfecting their English in the home of English language, feeling at home in welcoming multicultural environment, and it's a great value for money. Why it is great value for money? Because you may come to the UK for to study engineering, but on the side you learn English for free. So that is what the beauty of it. So it is a great value for money because UK is the home of English, home of English language. So you are learning English. Even if it's not as a part of your main study, you're still learning English because 95% of the people in the UK speak in English, and UK is the home of English. So it's a great value for money. ඉතින් UK එඩිකේෂන් සඳහා එන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන කටියට මොනවද බෙනිෆිට්ස් කියලා ඇහුවොත් කියන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් ඉන්වෙස්ට්මන්ට් එක ලයිෆ් ලොන්గ్ ඉන්වෙස්ට්මන්ට් එකක්. කියන්නේ කොහොමත් ඉගෙන ගන්න කරන වියදම අපි හැම වෙලාවෙම ජීවිත කාලය තුලම ඒකේ ප්‍රතිලාභ ලබනවා. ඉතින් ඉගෙන ගන්න වේදම් කරනවා නම් ඒ ගැන පසුතැවෙන්න එපා, දුක් වෙන්න එපා. මොකද එහි ලැබෙන අත්දැකීම් සහ අපිට ලැබෙන නොලෙජ් එක දැනුම ඒක මිල කරන්න බැහැ. මමත් UK ආවේ ස්ටුඩන්ට් කෙනෙක් විදිහට. ඉතින් ඒ කාලේ මමත් ඉගෙනීම ගැන ගොඩාක් ආසාවෙන් ඉගෙන ගත්ත කෙනෙක්. මගේ අන්ඩර් ග්‍රැජුවේට් පෝස්ට් ග්‍රැජුවේට් හැම උපාධියක්ම ඉතාමත් ආසාවෙන් කරේ. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ දරුවන්ට ආසාවෙන් ආදරෙන් ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් හොඳ යුනිවර්සිටිස් තියෙන ඒ වගේ මේ වාතාවරණයක් තියෙන විශ්වවිද්‍යාල තියෙන ඒ පහසුකම් තියෙන තැනක් තමයි මහාබ්‍රිතාන්‍ය කියන්නේ. ඉතින් ඔබට කැමති නම් ඉගෙන ගන්න ඔබේ දුවා දරුවා UK වන්න බලාපොරොත්තුවෙන් ඉන්නවා නම් ඉතින් මට කෝල් එකක් දෙන්න. අපිට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් 0777යි 798989. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිව විසිට් කරන්න පුළුවන්. අපිව හම්බෙන්න එන්න පුළුවන් BML ශ්‍රී ලංකා අංක 163න් 4 නව නුවර පාර මාලබේ. ඉතින් ඔබට පුළුවන් ඔබට අවශ්‍ය සියලුම උපදෙස් ලබා ගන්න පුළුවන්. අපි නොමිලේ සේවාවක් සපයන්නේ. ඔබගෙන් කිසිදු මුදලක් අය කරන්නේ නැහැ. මේ සේවාවන් ලබා ගන්නවට. ඉතින් ඒ නිසා ඔබට අවශ්‍ය සියලුම විස්තර දැනගන්න මොනවද යුනිවර්සිටිස් කියලා දැනගන්න මොන වගේ යුනිවර්සිටි එකක් ඔබේ දරුවාට හොඳයිද කියලා දැනගන්න. ඒ වගේම කීයක් විතර යනවද මේස් කියලා අහන ගොඩක් අය ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් එන්න හැම විස්තරයක්ම දැනගන්න පුළුවන් අපේ ශාඛාවට ආවොත් මාළඹේ. ඒ වගේම වැදගත්ම දේ තමයි ඔබගේ දරුවාට ඔබ හැම වෙලෙම හිතන්න ඕනේ අපි අනාගතේ කියන ලොන්ග් ටර්ම් හිතන්න සමහරලාට ෂෝට් ටර්ම් හිතලා කමන්නේ දැන් මේ අවුරුද්ද හරි මේක ගිහිල්ලා කරගන්න ඊට පස්සේ ගිහිල්ලා මොනවා හරි කරගන්න පුළුවන් එහෙම හිතලා ඉන්න එපා. හරියට ප්ලෑන් කරන්න. එහෙම වුණොත් දැන් අපි හිතමු ඔබේ දරුවා අපි වෙන ඒජන්සි එකකට ගියොත් එතනින් අපිට මම විශ්වාසයි ඒගොල්ලෝ හොඳට වීසා එක කරලා දෙයි. නමුත් ඊට පස්සේ ගියාට පස්සේ කොහොමද දරුවාට ජොබ් එකක් හොයාගන්න පුළුවන් වේද? ඉන්න තැනක් හොයාගන්න පුළුවන් වේද? කවුද හදිස්සියකට හරි බලන්න ඉන්නේ කියලා හිතනවා නම් ඉතින් අපේ ඔෆිස් එක තියෙනවා බර්මිනම් වල. ඉතින් අපිට UK වලත් ශාඛාවක් තියෙනවා. ලංකාවේ ශාඛාවක් තියෙනවා. ඒ හින්දා බය නැතුව ඔබට ඔබේ දරුවා වෙවන්න පුළුවන් මොනවා හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් කතා කරන්න කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් ඒ වගේම ඔබට අපි තුම අවුරුද්දට හරි 2කට හරි 3 4කට හරි ඉගෙන ගන්න ආවට පස්සේ මොකද්ද කරන්නේ දරුවා? අපි එයාට ඔපචුනිටිස් එක හොයලා දෙන්න පුළුවන්ද? එහෙම නැත්නම් එයා මේක තනියම කරගන්න ඕනේද? නැත්නම් මොන වගේ උපදෙසක්ද දෙන්න පුළුවන් කියලා විස්තර දැනගන්නත් ඔබට අපින් පුළුවන් UK ගියාට පස්සේ. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ ඒ නිසා මම කැමතියි ඔබට සියලු විස්තර සහයෝගය ලබා දෙන්න. මගේ ටීම් එකේ ඉන්නවා මගේ සිස්ටම්ස් ඔක්කොම අපි හදලා තියෙන. ඉතින් ඒ හින්දා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට බය වෙන දෙයක් හැම වෙලේම අහන්න දෙයක් මොකද්ද වෙන්න ඕන කියලා ෆලෝ අප් එකක් දෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. 24/7 පැය 24 පුරාම අපේ සිස්ටම් එක තුලින් ඔබට දැනගන්න පුළුවන් ඔබගේ දැන් ඇප්ලිකේෂන් එක කොතනද තියෙන්නේ මොන යුනිවර්සිටිස් වලටද ඇප්ලයි කරලා තියෙන්නේ. අපි ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස් යුනිවර්සිටිස් 5-10කට උනත් අපි ඇප්ලයි කරනවා ඔබට. වෙන ආයතන වගේ නෙමෙයි එක යුනිවර්සිටි එකක් දෙකක් විතරක් අපි ඔබව ලඝු කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් ඔබට කැමති ඔබට අපි ඔෆර්ස් 2-3ක් ගන්නවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් 5-6ක් උනත් ගන්නවා. අරගෙන කැමති එක ඔබම තීරණය කරන්න පුළුවන්. හරි කොහෙන්ද යන්න ඕන කොතනද ජීවන වියදම අඩු. එතකොට කොතනද මොන යුනිවර්සිටි එකද හොඳ? ඔබට කවුරු හරි ඉන්නවද හෙල්ප් කරන්න UK වල ඒ අවට? එතකොට ඔබට දැනගන්න පුළුවන් හොඳම ඔප්ෂන් එක මොකක්ද කියලා. ඉතින් සමහර ඒජන්සිස් ඒගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන සහ මේ සමහර වෙලාවට කමිෂන් වැඩි. එහෙම යුනිවර්සිටි එකකට ඔබව යොමු කරන්න අවස්ථා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් එහෙම තමයි ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකේ. නමුත් අපේ එහෙම නැහැ. අපි ඔබට අවශ්‍ය යුනිවර්සිටි එක තෝරලා දෙනවා. ඒ වගේම ඔබ කැමති යුනිවර්සිටි එකකට අපිට ඇප්ලයි කරන්න අවස්ථාව තියෙනවා. සහ ඒ තුලින් අපිට ස්කෝලර්ෂිප්ස් ලබා ගන්න හරි ඔබට සහනයක් වෙන්න යම්කිසි සහනයක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් අවස්ථාව අපිට තියෙනවා. ඉතින් කතා කරන්න 0777යි 798989 ඔබට වැඩි විස්තර දැනගන්න ඕනේ නම් අපේ ඔෆිස් එකට එන්න පුළුවන්. අංක 163න් 4 නිව් කැනි රෝඩ් මාළඹේ. හොයාගන්න අමාරු වෙන එකක් නෑ. අපිට කෝල් එකක් දෙන්න වැඩි විස්තර දැනගන්න නැත්නම් ලොකේෂන් එක හොයාගන්න ඕන. ඒ වගේම මේ දවස්වල අපි ගොඩක් ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස්ලාට ඔෆර් ලෙටර්ස් ගන්නවා. සැප්තැම්බර් ඉන්ටේක් එකට මැයි ඉන්ටේක් එකට අපි දරුවන්ව දැන් පුහුණු කරනවා. මොකද කෑස් ඉන්ටර්විව්ස් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්, UKVI ඉන්ටර්විව් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම ඩොකියුමන්ට්ස් කොහොමද SOP එකක් හදන්නේ කොහොමද? ඊට පස්සේ ඩොකියුමන්ට්ස් එක සබ්මිට් කරාට පස්සේ ඔෆර් එක ලැබුණාට පස්සේ මොනවද ඊට පස්සේ කරන්න ඕනේ? සල්ලි ගෙවන්නේ කොහොමද කීයක්ද? ඒ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න ගොඩක් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් වීසා එකක් කරන්නකොට මොනවද අවශ්‍ය ඩොකියුමන්ට්? ඉතින් ලොකු කාර්යතාවයක්. ඉතින් ඒ හැම දෙයකටම ඔබ දැනගෙන සිටියා හෝ නොදැන සිටියා උනත් බය වෙන්න එපා. එන්න අපි කියලා දෙන්නම් ඔක්කොම විස්තර මෙහෙම තමයි වෙන්නේ කියලා. ඒ වගේම ඇයි UK එන්න ඕනි කියලා හිතනවා නම් සමහර වෙලාවට සමහරලාට දැන් යන කතා බහත් එක්ක ගොඩක් අය හිතනවා UK අනාගතයක් නැහැ කරගන්න විදිහක් නැහැ කියලා. එහෙම දෙයක් නැහැ. මිනිස්සු තාමත් එනවා ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. ඉතින් ඔබට පුළුවන් නම් ඔබ හැම වෙලාවෙම හිතන්න ඕනේ දැන් අනාගතේ මොකද අනාගතයේදී ඔබ හිතනවාද ජොබ් එකක් නැති වෙයි එහෙම කියලා හිතන්න විදියක් නැහැ. මොකද ඔබට දැනුම කුසලතා සහ වෘත්තීය හැකියාවන් වර්ධනය කරගෙන හිටියා නම් ඔබට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ජොබ් එකක් රැකියාවක් අනාගතයක් ගොඩනගා ගන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ඔබ හිතන්නේ ඔබට ඒ තරම් කුසලතාවයක් නැතුව අර යන්නම් වාලේ යන අය නම් එහෙමනම් ඉන්න එපා තමයි. මොකද ඒක හරි අමාරුයි. ඒ වගේ අයට ඒ වගේ අයට ටිකක් අමාරුයි. ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලෝ තමයි ඇත්තටම සමහර වෙලාවට ඒ සුදුසුකම් සහ වර්ධනය නැති වුණ වෙලාවකට මේ සමහර වෙලාවට අපි හිතමු කුසලතාවයන් දැනුම භාෂාව ප්‍රගුණ කරලා නැත්නම් වර්ධනය කරලා නැත්නම් ඔබ අනාගතය ගැන පොසිටිව්ලි හිතන්නේ නැත්නම් ඔබ අනාගතේ ඔබගේ කුසලතා වෘත්තීය හැකියාවන් වර්ධනය කරලා නැත්නම් ඒක අමාරුයි තමයි කොයි රටේ ගියත් අමාරුයි. ඉතින් ඒ නිසා එහෙම නෙමෙයි ඉගෙන ගන්න ආසාවෙන් ඉන්න දරුවෝ ඉන්නවා නම් ඉගෙන ගන්න කොහොම හරි ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ මගේ කාර්යය මේක. දැන් මට මේ ළඟදී දවසකට හමු වුණා ඒ දරුවන්ට කොහොම හරි සයින්ටිස්ට් කෙනෙක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ එක එකනට තියෙන ගෝල්ස් තියෙනවා. සමහර අයට ඉංජිනේරු වෙන්න ඕනේ. සමහර අයට IT software engineersලා වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට ගෝල් එකක් තියෙනවා. දෙමාපියන් ඒ වෙනුවෙන් වියදම් කරනවා. ඒ වගේම දෙමාපියන්ගේ සහයෝගය තියෙනවා. එහෙම තියෙනවා නම් පමණක් ඔබගේ අනාගතය වෙනුවෙන් මොකද මේ යුනිවර්සිටි ෆීස් ඊට පස්සේ වීසා ෆීස් IHS charges ඒ වගේ ගොඩක් ෆී එකක් යනවා. ඒ වගේම සල්ලි පෙන්නන්න ඕනේ තියෙනවා කියලා. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ ප්‍රොසෙස් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒ නිසා අර අමාරුවෙන් කරනවට වඩා ඔබ ප්‍රපෙයාර්ඩ් නම් ඔබ දන්නවා නම් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකේ මෙහෙමයි වෙන්නේ. එහෙම වුණාම ලේසි. මොකද අනිත් එක ඔබට ඔබ ගැන විශ්වාසයක් තියෙනවා නම් අනාගතයේදී ඔබට හොඳ තැනකට එන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම ඒ වෙනුවෙන් කැප වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේ ඒ වෙනුවෙන් ධෛර්යමත්ව වැඩ කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා අදිෂ්ඨානයක්, කැපවීමක්, උනන්දුවක්, උත්සාහයක් තියෙනවා නම් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඉන්න. මොකද UK කියන්නේ විද්‍යාත්මක පරීක්ෂණ අතින්, ක්‍රියේටිව් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රීස් අතින්, ෆැෂන්, ඩිසයින් එතකොට ක්‍රියේටිව් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රීස් ටෙලිවිෂන් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රීස් ඒ වගේ ගොඩක් ෆිල්ම් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රීස් ඒ වගේ ගොඩාක් අංශවලින් ඉදිරියෙන්ම ඉන්න රටක්. ඉතින් ඒ නිසා ඔබට ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් ඔබට ගැටෙන්න වෙන්නේ ලෝකයක් එක්ක ලෝකයේ තියෙන ප්‍රමුඛ පෙළේ යුනිවර්සිටිස් වල තියෙන යුනිවර්සිටිස් වල තියෙන ඒ හා බැඳුණු රිසර්ච් සමග. ඉතින් ඒ නිසා ඔබ අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම UK එනවා නම් ඒ පළපුරුද්දේ ඒ විශ්වාසය සහ ඒ ආభాෂය ඇතුව එන්න. ඉතින් ඒකයි මම කියන්නේ. ඉතින් ගොඩක් දුරට ඔබට වැඩි විස්තර දැනගන්න ඕන නම් 0777 79 89 89 කියන දුරකථන අංකයට කතා කරන්න. ඒ වගේම ඔබට අපි විසිට් කරන්න පුළුවන් BML ශ්‍රී ලංකා අංක 163 නිව් කැන්ඩි රෝඩ් මාලඹේ. If I want to tell you another reason why you should consider UK as your preferred destination for higher education, it's because you can learn English when you come to the UK. So, English language skills are a powerful tool for hundreds of careers, like from creating business opportunities, international relations, the marketing, computer gaming, and also teaching. So many industries use English as the first language. So it's very important that you improve your English language skills. So that's why you have to consider UK, because UK is the home of English. So you can learn English alongside with your major main course of study. Now, for example, if you come for science, or any commerce or IT or business, to learn business management, you will automatically learn English, and also you will develop your English language skills, because uh, you are speak you're studying, or you're living with the with people who speak English. So that is one of the reasons I would recommend you to come to the UK for higher education, because that will give you an exposure to improve your English language. Why you have to improve your English language? It's because two-thirds of world scientists read in English, and three-quarters of the world's mail are written in English. 80% of the world's electronically stored data are in English, and also English is the most used language for some science, commerce, diplomacy, and tourism. It is estimated that over 1 billion of people are learning English now. So it's very important that you come to a country where they speak English, so you can learn it too, because English is the international language and the world's first language. This is one of my favorite slides, because I want to give you some information about why you need to come to the UK, because the British have done a lot of inventions of all time. From the toothbrush to jet engine, there had been a lot of inventions. So why I want to give you this information is because you can be also a part of life-changing research when you come to the UK, because almost all the universities in the UK are doing world class research, and you will be part of it. So you will be changing lives. So that's why I wanted to tell you that, okay, go ahead and apply to study in the UK. Any university in the UK, they are very well recognized, and they have world class research, and also you can be one of them. So if you are talented enough, uh, if you are prepared enough, your education, your education is good enough, then of course you can be part of world's leading research. UK is very vibrant. It comprises of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. So you have vibrant cities across England, across UK. So if you want to come and experience that vibrant cities in the UK, so then you can come as a student to study in the UK, and I can help with that. Multicultural, yes, over 600,000 international students from across 200 nations. Okay, let me see. Okay, uh, yeah, so 600,000 students from 200 nations are living in the UK. And in any university, there may be 22%, up to 20 to 22%. Students are from different part of the world, so it's very multicultural, and you also get experience with working with different cultures, the diversity, so different religion, different beliefs. So it is a very good experience if you want to study in the UK. What else? Okay, so what you can do in your free time, yeah, that is one of another reason why students come into the UK. So I want to inspire many students. So if you're somebody looking, watching this social media from any part of the world, please contact me. Send me a message. I can reply, and I have my team to reply to get you all the information that you need. So we get a lot of inquiries from different part of the world. So I like to work with people from different parts of the world and get you the offer letters on time, making sure that you do the process right, and getting you the visa, get into the universities on time, and then Here you go. You yeah, the pencil. You have the pencil. You can draw your future. That's you're the creator. You're the author of how you want to see your future. So do it. Do it. You have the power. I can give you a little bit of inspiration and some support to inspire and apply and give you information to make an independent decision about what university that you want to study, what course you think you want to do, and what are the career prospects for that particular subject area. And I can get you more information about what universities are doing the best and prepare you for the interviews and make sure that you get the visas and airport pickup, everything in between. I can help. So what you can do in free time? Yes, you can go to museums and galleries, the theaters. Creative industry in the UK is very vibrant. The music, sports, and food are amazing in the UK. So you can select a UK. It's because you have the greatest exposure when you come, and you can enjoy even your free time. Right, so if you need any information and the links, important links, if you need about more information about studying in the UK, let me know. I have the links, I have the information, I have the or authenticated information. So if you really want that, let me know. I can help you with that. Okay, so it is time to I'm bringing every day an a university. So let's see what university I have for you today. So I'm going to give you information about these universities. What do they do? What are the courses? How much it's going to cost and all that. And also, end of this lesson, I will also start my IELTS class. So stay tuned. I want to give you information about the four steps how to achieve your goal in IELTS, pass in IELTS. So stay tuned. Let's see what is the university that I am bringing you today. Okay, so London Metropolitan University. Okay, let's see the yes, the London Metropolitan
The
University.
biggest highlight was the orientation, my first class, and I met all the lecturers. The way they spoke, they were so open, and I was happy. And then the classes were really good, on time. It was the tests, the assignments, the homeworks were really good. And yeah, I met my future wife in London. Biggest highlight of my life.
My first highlight would be going to Florence on a trip to Pittifilati and seeing Italy for a start, seeing lots of different yarns, going on a trip with my student peers and spending time with them, being given briefs from industry, so working with actual industry professionals and coming up with designs that they then look at and do crits on and tell you what they think about your work. So you're actually really being prepared to go out into the world.
In here, we were encouraged to actually share. I remember like long nights, 2, 3 o'clock, all together in my house, going and studying and get at it till we get it right. And that was like, with this experience, we became very close friends.
Yeah. So I find very calm and quiet atmosphere here, and they all are very friendly. So I always recommend my colleagues to have any course in London Metropolitan University. Thank you.
The biggest highlight was the orientation, my first class, and I met all the lecturers. The way they spoke, they were so open, and I was happy. And then the classes were really good, on time. It was the tests, the assignments, the homeworks were really good. And yeah, I met my future wife in London. Biggest highlight of my life.
My first highlight would be going to Florence on a trip to Pittifilati and seeing Italy for a start, seeing lots of different yarns, going on a trip with my student peers and spending time with them, being given briefs from industry, so working with actual industry professionals and coming up with designs that they then look at and do crits on and tell you what they think about your work. So you're actually really being prepared to go out into the world.
In here, we were encouraged to actually share. I remember like long nights, 2-3 o'clock, all together in my house, going and studying and get at it till we get it right. And that was like, with this experience, we became very close friends.
So I find very calm and quiet atmosphere here, and they all are very friendly. So I always recommend my colleagues to have any course in London Metropolitan University. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tracy and I'm a London Met student. I'm currently studying international business management. So yeah, welcome to the London Met YouTube channel. So I have some frequently asked questions. So I did write the question down and I put them in this poll. So I'll just pick one by one and answer the questions for you guys. So the first question is, what does a typical day look for you? So I'll give you two examples: a day where I actually have uni and a day when I don't have uni. So when I have uni, usually lecture starts at 10 a.m. So I will probably wake up at 8, do my bed, have a shower, get ready to go to uni, skip my breakfast because I never have breakfast. It's just because I never have time to have breakfast, because it takes me roughly an hour to get to campus because of traffic. So when I get to campus, I'll just go to my lecture. It's usually 2 hours. So we'll probably finish around 12:30, and then I will look for lunch. Like, I will look to what to eat because I never take lunch as well. After that, I will probably have a seminar. If I have a seminar, I will go to the seminar. If I don't, I will just go to the library and revisit my notes. If I have seminar, I will probably do it after the seminar. Or if the seminar is too long or it's too late, I'll just leave it for the next day and go back home. So when I get home, I will probably shower again, revisit my notes if I haven't finished what I was doing at the library, and dinner and sleep. So a day when I don't have lectures or seminars, if it's near exam time or if it's near assignments time, I will usually go to the library. If not, I will usually go to work. If I'm not working, I will usually just revisit my notes, to be honest. I'm picking another one. So the second question is, what is the best thing about studying at London Metropolitan University? We'll say I don't have just one best thing, but there are like a couple. The first one is that it's really diverse. So you can probably find someone that has a similar background like you, so you don't feel left out. Like, you feel like you also have someone that looks like you or is similar like you or have similar backgrounds. And the second best thing is that it's in London, so you get a lot of opportunities in general. I'm taking another one. So the third question is, what's your accommodation like and how did you find it? I found my accommodation in spare room and I think it's quite cool. It's like an ensuite, so I have my own toilet, but I share the living room and the kitchen with other girls, so it's not too bad actually. So the fourth question, I believe, is, what is the first year of uni like? I would say the first year of uni is really chaotic because you have to make new friends, you have to find your way around in the campus. If you're not from London, you have to get familiar to London, and London is, a chaotic city. So, and you have to try new things, new restaurants. Like, I feel like first year is a full bunch of new experiences, and I love it. I don't know what number this question is, but then, yeah. What's one thing you wish you knew before studying? I will say one thing I wish I knew before studying is the modules that I will actually study. So I didn't do my research properly. I knew what I wanted to study, but I didn't go into the London Met website to see the module that actually come with it. Look at your modules before. So question number 6. Are there jobs available in campus? Yeah, there are jobs available in campus. I think there is a whole section in the London Met University website where the university uploads vacancies. And then, yeah, I'm working right now. Who would have said that? Like, this moment, like, me recording the video is me working. So if I can do it, you can do it too. So yeah. Number 7 is, what is your course like? The course is like studying business in a deeper level, but not just the UK business and the UK economy, but it's basically based globally. So that's why it's called international. So we do study what is going on in the economy and in the business abroad, like in Europe, Africa, in the UK, and all of that. So I feel like it's really interesting. I mean, I love it. The next question is, what has university taught you that you haven't learned anywhere else? University has taught me how to save. Like, it's not that I couldn't learn anywhere else how to save, but I feel like I had the need to learn it in university, especially here in London. Like, if you don't save, like, you have to save, basically, long story short, because even if you're working part-time, when we have exams or assignments, you will not be able to work as much as you did before, or you will not be able to work as much as you like. So that's when the money that you save come in. So yeah, I feel like saving, that's what uni has taught me, saving. Choose another one. We almost finished, guys. The next question is, what do you do on your free time? That's a good question. So I basically don't have anything specific that I do. It depends on the day. I most of the time hang out with my friends. Now I want to pick gym as a hobby because, you know, I want to have a healthy lifestyle. So I usually go to the gym like 3 times a week. I won't say when it's my free time I go to the gym. Even when I'm not free, I must squeeze the gym inside. So yeah, so I would say go out with my friends. If it's during the weekend, I actually travel as well. But then if I'm not free and I have to go to work, I don't. To the next question then. Almost done. So the next question is, how much do you spend on food shopping every week? So I feel like it really depends on how many days I will eat out or how many days I will not eat out. But I would say roughly between 30 to 40 pounds. Last but not least, how do you afford studying in London? A student finance, baby. Like, okay, joke aside, I feel like student finance is really a great help. I think finding a part-time job will surely help you. Yeah, basically at the end of the video, thank you so much for watching the video till the end. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Why am I acting like this is my own YouTube channel? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'm taking you to my graduation.
Hi everyone, I'm Mohammed. I'm a student at London Metropolitan University, Holloway campus, and I'm an international master student studying international business management with project management focus. And today I will be answering some of the most frequently asked questions. So this video will help you if you wanna looking forward to join London Metropolitan University here for your studies. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. So I got some questions in my hat, in my warm hat, and I will be taking them one by one. So the first question is, what's your best tip for university? So I would say the best tip for a university and being a student is to make some really good friends while you are here. And I've made some good friends, and then you enjoy around, you move around. So make sure when you join for your study, make some really good friends at the university, make those bondings and connections. So the next question from the hat. What made you decide to study at London Met and why did you choose it or other university? So that's a really good question. I decided to study project management at London Met, and I obviously looked research on it before. I looked into other universities as well, but then I found the degree, the course they offer here has dedicated learning, and there was professional membership involved as well with this degree. But apart from that, I found the campus environment, the inclusivity, and the diverse cohort of students through social media platforms, and by looking to the university website, and also coming and joining some of the online sessions before the course. So that really helped me, and I would encourage you to do look out for London Met, social media handles and some of the courses that you are interested to do. And the other reason why I chose London Met is that this university is literally at the center of the London, heart of the London, zone 2, and then you are away from central key location, just a tube or even walking distance. So again, the location is a very plus point as well to come to London Met. So the next question then, what's it like living in London? So in London, it's energetic, it's robust, it's fast moving, it's spaced. But I really love and enjoy being in London and being surrounded by friends and by people and going to fairs or events. There's always something happening in London, so this gives you an opportunity to be part of that real London environment and just enjoy a very robust and busy city. So yeah, I think that's why I like living in London. So moving on to the next question then, what's your best advice for assignments and exam? So yes, being as a student, you have exam and assignments coming up. So my best advice is to make sure you keep up-to-date timetable or calendar in your maybe in your room or on your phone, and putting those dates in, and then do any feedback sessions that's coming up with your tutors and teachers on assignment and exam, and just be present. Most important one if you have a physical one, and obviously give some preparation time and submit your assignment on time. So the next question, what job opportunities are available on campus? So yes, at London Met, we have job opportunities for students so they can work on temporary assignments or projects while they are studying. And we have a very good and dedicated Met Temps portal where students can work on temporary roles. And then apart from that, you have opportunities to work in student union. They advertise some of the roles from time to time. And apart from that, some of the things that I did is get involved in some research projects if you're interested in. So obviously communicate and get in touch with your tutors, with your module leaders, and look out for those advertisement or those projects they are involved with, and they always need some student assistant or researchers on those. So I was part of some of the very good projects while I was studying, and then it really helps you both financially and your academically, and obviously you can put that as experience on your CV. So London might have some very good opportunities, and you will see a lot of students working on one or two projects, or they are quite involved in some of the activities here at LMU. So moving forward, tell us what a typical day is like for you as a student. So for me, a typical day is waking up and getting a good breakfast at home, and then checking out my calendars, my lecture timings, and then moving out using tube or train. I travel to the campus and meeting my friends before the classes, asking them have they reached or any communication with them, and then obviously attending my lectures on time and classes, discussion around projects or any assignments, or being actively involved with the lecturers, tutors, or even my study group. And then after classes, we normally have something going on and always look out for some plans. So there are always some activities by student union or some of the societies, they are organizing something. So normally visiting them, and that's a good activity after lecture. Or otherwise there are sporting days as well, where I go to sports center and play badminton with friends weekly. And if not, we also go out on food hunting. So we been to a lot of cafes and food points, exploring taste and different cuisines and different tryouts. And then if not, I use library a lot. So our library has all the facilities student needs for project works, research assignments, books, and also use library for a lot of group meetings. So yes, that's normally a typical day at LMU. So next, are you involved in any societies or extracurricular activities? So yes, I am involved with the London Met Student Union and few societies, as Pakistani Society and International Student Society. So we organize some of the events for students, do some of celebration events, some of career fairs, and then obviously involved with sports as well. So playing badminton every week, and apart from that, in extracurricular activities, I normally like moving out with friends, trying out different fairs or events at London, and obviously some favorite places in London, exploring those. So they normally helps you to enjoy London and be with friends and have those memories made in. So next, what are other students like? That's a good question. So other students are tech students, so they are new to universities as well, either being joining on undergrad or a master course, and we have a lot of international students here as well, home students as well, and they want to be curious and explore the universities, explore London, and share their experiences. So I have a lot of friends, and we do share some of our culture, some of our food, and moving out and trying different cuisines. So yes, students are energetic, asking a lot of questions, sharing experiences, and obviously working on the courses or any focusing on their projects or research. So yep, students are normally curious and want to have the same experience that you want to have in a university. So just again, to my advice, make a lot of good friends and you enjoy it. So next, how much do you spend on food shopping every week? That's a budget and financial question. So yes, managing your budget and finances and essential spending on food, that's important. So I spend around 150 to 200 on the groceries that I bring home and cook myself. I like cooking, trying out different dishes, using internet to try out new recipes, and we do go out on some of cafes and restaurants as well. Then obviously it jumps a budget a bit, but normally cooking at home gives me relaxation as well and enjoying some of my recipes. So moving on, is university really hard? That's a good question. So, from my experience, I would say university is fun and enjoyable and a good place to be while learning and progressing and meeting new friends and making those connections. So, as long as you keep up to date on your lectures, courses, and deadlines, assignments, and allocating your study time, and obviously enjoying, on the other hand, with friends. So university is really a good and fun place to be. Make sure you make some good friends and use university facilities that's out there: sports, library, careers advice, mental health support, your tutors, module leaders. So as long as you feel supported and you ask questions and be energetic and showing up to classes and on time, I think university is really fun and it really gives you that experience and that professional environment to build and grow, which basically makes you prepared after graduation. So yep, it's a really enjoyable and pleasant experience for me. So thank you. That's all the question and answer from my side. If you are planning to come to London Met and studying here, so do check out all the social media pages and the website. The link will be in the description, and you can also find out about other student experiences in the Q&A playlist. And I hope to see you soon on campus. Thank you. Take care.
Hello everyone and welcome to London Metropolitan University YouTube channel. My name is Olaide Popola. I'm a master's student studying marketing in London Metropolitan University and I'm from Nigeria. So in today's video, I'll be answering some of the frequently asked questions about studying in London Metropolitan University. So if you plan to come to London as a student or you plan studying with London Metropolitan University, I hope this video helps. So let's get into the questions. I have 10 questions today. 10 frequently asked questions. Question one says, what is my go-to tips for keeping on track with assignments? My go-to tip for keeping on track with assignments is that I plan my deadline early, which is the actual submission date. So I give myself a submission date that is like a 2 days before the actual submission date, and I make sure I finish my assignment before that day, so I'll be able to submit early. Another thing is that I plan my assignment, I break it into smaller tasks. I start with the one that I think is complex for me, the one that need a lot of research, a lot of attention, and after when I'm done, I move to the ones that are easier. So these are the two tips that I use in keeping track of my assignment for me to submit early. And when I'm done with that, I try to cross check, go through everything if there's anything I need to change or add, and it helps me. And my question two says, what is the best thing about my course? The best thing about my course marketing is how interactive marketing is. Marketing encourages discussion and it basically connects theory to real life marketing. And it helps me apply what I learn beyond classroom. whatever I learn, and it also helps me build the skills, real world skills that are relevant in the marketing industry, like communication, like market research, like consumer behavior and teamwork, all of the skills that are relevant in the marketing world of today. It helps me build all of this. So marketing is a good course in case in considering studying market. Moving on to question two, which says which campus do you study and how is it? So I study at Alloway campus, which is at North London, and it's closer to the Arsenal Football Club. I really love the learning environment. It is student friendly, easy to navigate, is well connected, and has a strong sense of community among students. Moving to question four, which says what's your favorite motto so far? So my favorite motto so far is consumer behavior because it makes me understand why people make some certain buying behavior and it connects psychology to marketing, which give real life insight. Consumer behavior is related because everybody is a consumer. I am a consumer, you are a consumer. So what are the processes involved before we buy a particular product? It's not really about walking up to a store or ordering for something online. Do we really need this? What are the things that influence our buying decision? What are the things that are required that we put in place before we buy a particular brand, before a particular product? Is the what influences us? Is he an influencer? There are so many things that are really attached to buying a particular product because it is, to be told, consumer behavior is an interesting model. It is really interesting because, like I said, it is relatable. It's what happened to me, happened to you. We are all consumers, so it's really interesting. Moving on to question five, we say, how do you spend your weekend outside class? So my weekend outside class basically is just for relaxing, doing my house chores, washing, cooking, relaxing basically, and sometimes hanging out with friends or going for events. And on Sunday, I go to church because my weekdays are for work and school. So my weekends are for relaxing majorly. Yeah, moving on to question six, which says what is commuting like in London? So commuting in London is very efficient, it's fast paced, and it is sometimes busy and convenient. But with the use of the buses, the train, it is really easy to navigate. Getting around the London city is straightforward. I personally, I love using the train because it's so fast. It makes me get to wherever I'm going to on time. So commuting in London is really straightforward. So question seven, which says, what's one advice you would give a new student looking to make friends? Okay, that advice is that don't be afraid. Yes, you're going to meet different people from different culture with different behavior. Come out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid. Say yes to class activities. Say yes to school activities. Attend events in school. Walk up to someone, start a conversation. Don't wait until someone come and meet you. Ask that question when needed. Start a conversation, and from there, friendship grows naturally. So that's the advice I'm going to give you. And so my question is, yeah, says, what is your favorite place to explore in London? So my favorite place to explore in London is Westminster. I've not really been to a lot of places, but I've been to Westminster once, and it's a beautiful place. I love the historical landmark and its atmosphere. I really love that side of London, and I love to explore more about Westminster. And it also shows the heart of London. So that's the place I would love to explore. Moving on to question nine, which says, what is your favorite thing to do in London? Yeah, so my favorite thing to do in London is to explore good food spots. I love food and I love to explore good food, especially Nigerian food. Yeah, yeah, in the London. And also, I would love to explore food from other culture, just to explore good food basically, nice food. And also, I would love to go to the riverside in London, like the South Bank, Greenwich, and also explore new places, beautiful places in London. Yeah, those are my favorite things to do in London. Going on to the last question, which says, How often do you have classes a week? So for a week, my classes are just 2 days. My first semester, my classes are Wednesdays and Thursdays, and this semester, my classes are Mondays and Tuesdays. So my classes are just 2 days a week. Give me time to work and also for self-study. Give me time to go to the library most times, do some research regarding my assessments and my assignments. So now we've come to the end of the video, the end of the frequently asked questions. So if you have more questions to ask about studying in London or studying London Metropolitan University, you can follow us on our Instagram page, Facebook page, or on the LinkedIn. Also click on the subscribe button, like and share this video. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Bye.
Calculus is hard because it is different. It introduces completely new concepts, such as the limit, the derivative, and the
Hello, everyone. Okay, so that was about London Metropolitan University, and we are partnered with London Metropolitan University to get you offer letters and getting you the entire process completed. So, if you are someone who want to study in the UK, I work with almost all the universities in the UK, so I can get you placed in a good university on a program that is eligible for you, and also get you more information, full support for free. To get into these universities, and I am here to get you all the information that you need to make an independent decision, and also to support you all the way to complete your visa application to the UK successfully. I have helped over thousands of university students across 14 different countries. So I'm glad I want to help more students as I go. Okay, so my next session is going to be a free IELTS class. Right, so stay tuned with me, and I'm going to talk about IELTS, what is it and why it is important for you to prepare for the IELTS classes. The world's most trusted English test is International English Language Testing System, IELTS. So I will give you some information about IELTS. It is why you should choose, because a lot of UK universities asking for IELTS course. So go to IELTS .org and get all the information. This is their website. So I will give you a little bit of an introduction to IELTS, and then I have a separate presentation about IELTS, because I've been teaching IELTS for long, for many people, and I was a lot of my people got passed, and they secured their university places. So that's my one of the experiences I had. So teaching IELTS, and I taught IELTS to a lot of students. So this is important. So anybody who want to start studying IELTS, please let me know. And also I have a WhatsApp group that I am giving you the tips and the learning materials, sample papers for free. So if you want to join that, go to my Facebook. I have a post about the QR code. If you want to get the QR code and the link to WhatsApp group that I'm maintaining for these free IELTS sessions, you can send me a text. I'll send you the group link so you can join. And every day I share past papers, the answers, the videos, and learning materials for students in order to help them to get through this because it's very important that some of the students are finding it difficult to complete IELTS with the desired scope. So I have few tips to give you today, how to prepare for the exam, and then what types of things that you can use in order to pass the get the score that you need. Okay, so more people succeed with IELTS every year. Millions of people choose IELTS because it is trusted around the world, and it gives you a lot of opportunities to study, live, and work in the world. So I think it's very important. That is why it is very important that you are preparing yourself for IELTS classes. Right, yes, so your pathway to global opportunities, yes, major universities and authorities, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, UK, a lot of thousands of organizations globally look for IELTS uh, IELTS. They want they take that test. Okay, so if you see, right, so I will just go through this one so I can get you. So yeah, so this is, yeah, recognized over 12,500 institutions in the world. So it's very important. English language, international English language testing system is the IELTS stand for. Every year millions of people study this. And about the IELTS, there are two types, academic and general. So I hope you already know about this because it's the first thing that you should know. Now, for example, if you want to study at undergraduate or postgraduate level, it has to be the academic. Okay, it has to be the academic IELTS that you have to select. And if it is if it's about a study below degree level or migrate to English speaking country, then it is general training. That IELTS general training is what that you have to select. So you should know first what IELTS you should do. Is it IELTS academic or general? Okay, so that's the first thing to know. And then you know that IELTS comprises of four uh, test papers, four sections: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. The total time for four section is 2 hours and 45 minutes. So you should be prepared for this test. Okay, you have to take the listening, reading, writing test on the same day. Listening, reading, writing, okay, on the same day with no breaks in between them. And your speaking test will be done on the same day or some other day. And you have to do a face-to-face speaking test or via a video call. So yes, there are IELTS test centers. You have to select what is a test center near you. You have to search that and then select these test centers, because it is very important that you should know this before you start studying IELTS. And also you have to think whether you are going to go do the test on paper or on a computer. Okay, so if you want to do a computer, you should have some kind of a good knowledge about computer, typing speeds and all that. But if not, many people take it on paper as well. So IELTS, you can take it online as well, but it's only available academic test. So you can get all this information on their website as well, but I'm just going to give you a little bit of an introduction because it's very important that you should know what you're going to study for, right? So okay, your full skill set: listening is 30 minutes. You have monologues and conversations, so to listen. So I'll be doing some of these practice tests every day, so stay tuned with me. I am here to give you lots of information and a little bit of an inspiration as well, so you can prepare for the future. So part one is about, it's a conversation between two people, and you need to answer questions by listening to it very carefully. And then part two is a monologue. Monologue is somebody giving a speech and then you have to answer the questions by listening to them, because the questions, the paper, you need to maybe fill the blanks or tick. So there are different types of questions that you need to answer. And part 2 is again a monologue in a social context. Part 3 is a conversation between 2 or 4 people in an educational or training context. So that also you need to do. And then part 4 is a monologue again. It's an academic subject, maybe a university lecture, because this is academic. So then you need to, I mean, for academic in general, it's the same listening paper, but is it the same? Yeah. Only the writing different, I think. Yeah, it's the writing. And reading, yes, reading and writing, I think. Okay, let me get this done. Okay, reading, yeah, reading and writing, there are different. Reading and writing differ for general and academic. Okay, so reading, IELTS academic reading has 3 sections you need to answer. So some it depends, it's an academic context, like with the graphs, charts, and illustrations, diagrams, and things like that. And for the general, it's maybe some instructions, use of text and work related or factual text that you need to do, like advertisements or things like that. We will, when we do these things, that you will understand what are these different things. Okay, for writing also, for academic it's different paper, and for general it's a different paper. So writing academic task it has two tasks. So one is about, you need to explain, like see the draft or the graph or table or chart or the diagram, and then explain it what in an academic context. So, and IELTS general training is task 1, is about respond to a situation, for example, by writing a letter or asking for more information on or giving an explanation to the situation. So those are the things, like when we do the tests, preparation sessions, you will understand like what are these different types of tasks that you may do. I'm just giving this information about like how it works and what are the two different types and which type you have to select, and what are the contents of different tests that we have. So speaking is again about that has 3 parts, and this is same for like listening, and speaking is same for IELTS general or academic, right? So therefore there's no difference in those, only the reading and writing difference differ from each other for academic and general. So speaking is, again, we will do some examples, and we will do some practice as we go along, and then you will be able to get the information. Right, so this is very important tips for preparing for your test. This is very important. We want to help you succeed. So we have a wide range of preparation materials and resources to support you. Yes, I have that too. Familiarize yourself with the test format. So test format, you have to familiarize with the test format because it's very important. And if you want to do academic, then it's a different format, and for general it's a different format. If you want the links for these access to this information, let me know. I can send you these links as well. And use free preparation resources. Yes, there are many free preparation resources as well, but I have some are from yeah, I also have some, so I can share you. And every day I am planning to share some information about IELTS with you, because every day I am planning to come live on my social media to get you a little bit of inspiration about, okay, let's go and study somewhere, some other country, and get that exposure, and let's aim for high, let's aim for the sky, and let's do well in future. That's what we want. We want people very fit enough, and they are prepared for the future. That is why the future belongs to people who prepared it for today. So do your level best, and then practice using sample questions. Yes, I have a lot of samples that I can get you, and every day I'm going to give you this information so you can improve. So what are the tips that they have given you? Yes, familiarize yourself with the test format. Yes, that we are going to do, and also use the free preparation resources. Yes, I have many. I'm going to share that with you, and if you want to join my WhatsApp link where I share these documents, let me know. I can get you that link too. Also practice. That's what makes people perfect. So make sure that you do that practice as well before you sit down for the exam. So if you are prepared well, practice well, you'll be fine. But if you have not put enough time to it, enough preparation was not done, or you are not practiced enough, then surely you will not get the desired mark, and that's for sure. So people who are prepared and practiced and learn well, do their best, is the people who are passing the test. Okay, right. What do you expect on the day? Yeah, be prepared. The document, check the time, the dates, and location. Follow the instructions when they give you the test, and watch the time, because it's very important as well. They won't play it again. Now if it's a listening, they won't play it again. If you didn't listen, if you didn't catch it, it's gone, right? So that's why you need to be prepared. Your results, yes, right. So these are the results that you can get, right? 0 to 9. Your results will be reported on 9 band scale from 1 the lowest to 9 the highest. All formats of IELTS use the same scoring system, whether it is academic or general. So 9 is an expert, has fully operational command of the language, use of English is appropriate, accurate and fluent, and shows complete understanding. That is what you can get, the maximum 9. 8 is very good, has fully operational command of the language with only occasional and systematic inaccuracies and inappropriate usage, may misunderstand some things in unfamiliar situations. They handle complex and detailed argumentation very well. So number 7, if you get a band score 7, you are good, because you have operational command of the language through, though with occasional inaccuracies, inappropriate usage, and misunderstandings in some situations, generally handle complex language well and understand detailed reasoning. So a lot of so a lot of universities look for 6.5, 5 to 6.5, so if it is undergraduate, is 5.5 is what they're looking for. So 6, if you go for band 6, you're competent, has an effective command of the language despite some inaccuracies, inappropriate usage, and misunderstandings, can use and understand reasonably complex language, particularly in familiar situations. So it's if you are 6 and above, so it's competent. So you're modest. If you get 5, band 5, you're modest, has a partial command of the language and copes with overall meaning in most situations, although they are likely to make many mistakes, should be able to handle basic communication in their own field. Then if it's a 4, then it's very limited. Basic competence is limited to familiar situations, frequently show problems in understanding and expression. So if it's 3, 2, 1, it's all in extremely limited, intermittent or non-user, or you are not competent enough to speak, or listen, or you are not capable enough to handle English language. So those are the things. So we are giving you some other information as well on this. Yeah, this is how the test look like, the results look like. And yeah, so that is the British Council information about IELTS. Now I am going to show my presentation about IELTS preparation, and then let's start that. So, right, okay. Okay, let me open my presentation. Yes, my presentation is about IELTS academic and general for UKVI preparation. So you know the steps now already. Your first step is to know your score. What is the score that you like? You have to take. What is the score? Look at this one. Right. So get your desired score from the university offer. Plan and target at least one band higher than the required score. For example, if the university requirement is 5.5 overall and no subband less than 5, you have to set your goal to 6.5 and no subband less than 6. So this is the tip 1. Tip number 1, you have to make sure that you set higher goals, because if you aim for the sky, you will reach at least the ceiling. If you aim for the ceiling, you will be stay on the floor still, because you know you can touch the ceiling at any time because it's not that far. But if you aim for the sky, you know that you have to work hard to reach the sky. So you need to work hard to reach the sky. So that's why you have to set up your goals higher, right? When you set higher goals, that seems like you need to work hard, then you will work hard. Okay, so that's why we want you to know your score first and aim for a higher band. If you want 6, then aim for 7. Okay, like that. And then book your exam date. Yes, it's very important if you want to book your exam date, because if you think, okay, I'll take the exam whenever I'm ready, then it will never come. You need to set a date for your goal. A goal without a date is just a dream. You might be dreaming, oh, I'll do when I'm ready, I'll do when it's happen, I will try and do it, I'll do someday. If you're thinking like that, that means you have no goal. It's you just have a dream, maybe a daydream, right? So that's why every goal has to have a date fixed. So go and book your exam. Give yourself time as well. Like if you are, you know your capacity best. So if you want 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, 6 months for you to prepare, give yourself time, and then book a date for that particular giving that particular time. Okay, so that's very important. Step 3. Okay, what is step 3? Is to plan your learning schedule. That's very important as well, because you have set up, you know your score now, you're going to aim high, and you're going to set up a date for you to prepare for the exam, and you have set up the date now. Now what? You need to have a plan. He who fails to plan is planning to fail. Yes, if you do not plan, you're failing to plan. You're just planning to fail. Okay, so if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. That's what they say. So you need to be very careful when it comes to planning, and you have set up the goal, you have to now plan, and that's very important. So how are you going to plan? Get your IELTS class timetable from BML College, because we do everyday classes. So if you want to attend these classes, let us know. We do everyday sessions, so let us know that, and commit to your learning hours. Yes, practice is important. Avoid any distractions. Know the 4 components of IELTS test: the test formats, duration, skills assessed, questions, and marking scheme. Know that. Okay, and then practice. That is very important. Our classes are about real exam practice sessions, so we do a lot of sessions for exam practice. We practice our students at an exam like setting for our campuses. If you want to do mock it, like we do mock tests and preparation as well. So the harder you work, the better you get. The more you practice, the better you get. So practice makes you perfect. Then a bonus step is there, visualize your future. That's also very important. At BMA, we always say people, the students, please know, now you know where you're going, so dream it, visualize it, and everything, because it's everything you can imagine is real. So imagine yourself passing the test and put your heart, soul and mind into it. Okay, so you can print this paper if you want. So you send me a message, I can send you that. So then you can put your name and you can put your desired goals that you want to, the score that you want to achieve, and then paste on your wall. So you will feel, you feel happier, you see the paper. That's what the score that you're going to go. So going to do well, do practice and visualize your future. That is also a very good thing. Right, the four components of the IELTS test I already told you: listening, reading, writing and speaking. So listening is about 30 minutes. There are 4 parts, 40 questions. Part 1, 2, 3, 4. Part 1 is a social conversation. Part 2 is a monologue, social context. Educational conversation is part 3. And part 4 is monologue, academic context. And reading is 60 minutes. You need to read a text of about 2000 to 2750 words. And then you need to answer a variety of questions such as multiple choice, true, false, or not given answers, questions, matching headings or sentence completion, table completion. So we will learn about this in our classes, okay? And writing is 60 minutes. So that has 2 tasks. Task 1 is 150 words you have to write, and task 2 is 250 words you have to write. Okay, so task 1 is all about describing, summarizing, explaining, table, chart, stages, but this is different for general practice. Task 2 is about writing essays or point of view, argument, or problem. Speaking is about 11 to 14 minutes, and it is first part 1 is introduction and interview, and part 2 is individual long term. Uh, okay. Oh. Right, so, and part 3 is two-way discussion. Right, okay. Right. Okay. Next is this is how the scores are the scores work. So this you will get as and when we start our classes. So okay, so this is another tip that I will give you when I do the reading strategies. So it's very important that you understand these strategies and tips in order to pass these tests. So I will tell you all this information as and when I start the classes. Right, so that's about our IELTS introduction today. So I'm going to give you a little bit of uh, let's do some a test. Let's do IELTS let's do IELTS listening test. So test number 1. Okay, let me share. Okay, I'm gonna share the okay, so we're going to do IELTS practice test 1. Okay, let me, okay, this is the question paper. I am going to, okay, okay.
My name is Alex. I'm one of the expert IELTS teachers here at e2language.com, and welcome to your E2 task of the week. Today, we're going to work on IELTS reading, and I'm going to share with you 3 essential strategies that you need to know to do well in IELTS reading. Let's get started. In this class, I'll show you the 3 IELTS reading strategies, and we're going to do a whole heap of practice with a little bit of match headings and yes, no, not given, because I know everybody struggles with those. Now, the first strategy I want to mention is probably something you're familiar with and that you've heard a lot about. It is skimming. What is skimming? When you're skimming a text, you're trying to answer 2 questions. What is the text about, and how is the text organized? The key with skimming is to do it efficiently. And there are really 2 different ways to skim. I'm going to show you both of them, but it's up to you to choose which one works best for you. Now, basically, this one involves looking at a text really quickly without reading too slowly or too in-depth, and you're just trying to find out what's the text about, how's the text organized. I'm going to show you 2 big pages of text and cover the writing as you read. So you have to go quickly. Are you ready? Let's begin. Start skimming. Here's the next page. So that was 1 minute. How did you go? What words did you notice? And did you see how the text was organized? Maybe you saw words like GM, genetic modification, EU, farming, crops, health, environment. Did it help you? Let me show you the other way to skim and see if it's more useful. The second way to skim is by just looking at the introduction and then the first sentence of each paragraph. So we call the first sentence the topic sentence. You would know that from your writing. So we're going to look at the same text now, just the introduction and the first sentence of each paragraph, and we'll read it together. See if this helps you anymore. Can you see what the text is about, and can you see how it's organized? Let's read. My parents researched malnutrition and undernutrition in India, especially among children, and found that many diets recommended by Western nutritionists were in fact completely inapplicable to the poor. So they formulated cheap, healthy diets based on indigenous foods with which people were familiar. Yet despite their many other efforts, a quarter of people in India and nearly 1 in 9 people around the world do not have enough to live a healthy, active life. Then we get into the topic sentences. The World Bank estimates that we will need to produce about 50% more food by 2050 to feed a population of 9 billion people. Just as new agricultural techniques and equipment spurred on food production in the Middle Ages and scientific crop breeding, fertilizers and pesticides did so for the green revolution of the 20th century, so we must rely on the latest technology to boost food production further. See the writer's opinion there? Views on GM differ across the world. There are outstanding plant scientists who work on GM in the UK, but Scottish, Welsh, Northern Irish governments have declared their opposition to GM plants. About 15 years ago, when GM was just emerging, its main proponents and many of the initial products were from large multinational corporations, even though it was publicly funded scientists who produced most of the initial research. By the way, if you're doing this in the reading test, you would be going about that fast, but using your pen, or if you're on the computer, you might be scribbling some notes down and thinking about the type of text that you're dealing with. So are you looking at something which is balancing both views, two opposing views? Are you looking at a strong opinion piece? Are you looking at a historical account going from the past closer to the present? All of those questions you should be sort of asking yourself and thinking about while you're reading. Because eventually, of course, you've got questions to deal with. Next topic sentence, the debate became polarized and any sense that the evidence could be rationally assessed evaporated. I'm going to show you the next screen here, but I won't read the text out. I'll give you time to do that on your own. So how did you go this time? Do you know what the text is about? Do you know how it's organized? Can you see the writer's opinion? If you now had a bunch of questions, would you know where to look for each question? So for example, if they asked you about the health impact, or they might ask you about a particular country, would you be able to find that based on your skimming? Now, maybe you found both methods not that helpful. That's just a matter of practice, but hopefully either the first method or the second method works for you. And that is the starting point in IELTS reading. Not always, but often you'll skim the text first. Now this brings us to the next strategy. Scanning, again, a word that you've probably heard all the time. Now the question that you're dealing with when you're scanning is, where is it? When you're scanning, you're actually not reading, you're just looking. Think of yourself like a hunter. So you've read a question, an IELTS yes, no, not given question. You've got a keyword, maybe it's somebody's name, maybe it's a date, and you're just looking through the text trying to find it. And if you start reading, that's a waste of time. So scanning just means looking or hunting. So you're basically doing this, moving your eye up and down around the page, looking for a particular piece of information. If you've got a good keyword, like a proper noun or a date, then this is obviously much easier. If you're looking for a synonym or an idea, this can take a little bit longer. Let's have a practice. I'm going to give you a word up the top in the blue section, and I want you to find it as fast as you can. This is the word I want you to find, Canada. So scan for Canada as fast as you can. Here we go. Have you got it? It's in the middle column, almost in the middle of the page. Here it is. Let's do another one. This time, I want you to scan for the word herbicides. Go. It's in the third column, middle paragraph. There it is. So scanning is pretty fun, but it's also an essential skill when you need to find a section quickly. But once you find that section, that's not the end of the story, because then it's the third strategy. And in IELTS reading, this third strategy is actually the most important one, and you are required to use it the most often. It is careful reading. You can think of this like slow down. So we've got skimming, scanning, and slow down. Careful reading, it's pretty obvious what it is, right? It means that you've got to read the text at the pace that allows you to understand what you're reading. So it's not just reading slowly, you're reading efficiently. So here is where you need to think about reading for understanding and breaking those bad habits of returning to the start of a sentence or returning to the start of a paragraph when you finish. It's a very normal thing to do. I do it all the time, but in a language test, there is no time for that kind of lazy reading. So careful reading is efficient reading. Let's look at one paragraph and 3 headings and work on our careful reading. When we do headings match, we always start with the paragraph rather than the heading. So let's read it together. GM involves the introduction of very specific genes into plants. In many ways, this is much more controlled than the random mutations that are selected for in traditional plant breeding. Most of the commonly grown crops that we consider natural actually bear little resemblance to their wild ancestors, having been selectively modified through crossbreeding over the thousands of years that humans have been farming crops. In this sense, this is a form of genetic modification itself. So then we've got our 3 headings: modification is nothing new, benefits of crossbreeding, and history of farming. Now I saw the word crossbreeding. I saw something about the history of farming, but this paragraph is all about number 1, modification is nothing new. If I had been reading too quickly or just skimming or just scanning, I probably would have chosen the wrong answer then. So I was reading at a pace that allows me to understand. And when I'm reading, I'm also reading quite dramatically in my head. My voice is going up and down, and I'm emphasizing certain words. That is careful reading. Let's do another one. This time I'll leave it to you. Feel free to pause if you need a little bit longer. I'll show you another paragraph and another 3 headings. Read carefully. If you were reading carefully, you would know that treating diabetes was mentioned, but it's not the focus of the whole paragraph. Same with number 2, cancer was mentioned, but it's not the main idea of this paragraph. It's not a good heading. Number 3 is the best heading, GM's role in healthcare. So now let's put it all together. I'm going to give you a few paragraphs from that text and 4 yes, no, not given questions. Remember that yes, no, not given questions are asking you about the writer's opinion. So you'll need to probably skim first, then scan for keywords, then slow down and read carefully. Over to you. Pause the recording for 2 minutes now. Are you feeling confident with your answers? Let's have a look together. Let's start with question 1. We've got a really good scanning word here with a capital letter. So Western diets, unsuitable, poor people. You can find this in the first paragraph. Western nutritionists, inapplicable and poor. So in the real test, you'd slow down and read this section really carefully. Let's do it. My parents researched malnutrition and undernutrition in India, especially among children, and found that many diets recommended by Western nutritionists were in fact completely inapplicable to the poor. So they formulated blah, blah, blah. The question is, some Western diets were found to be unsuitable for poor people. Does the text say the same thing? Many diets recommended by Western nutritionists were completely inapplicable to the poor. Some Western diets were unsuitable for poor people. This is the same thing. So this is yes. How about number 2? Again, we've got a good scanning word here. US. US corn production has risen considerably in the past half century. Over here in the text, past half century, past 50 years. Soar, which is rise considerably, corn, and US. We're in the right spot here, so we would slow down and read around. The World Bank estimates that we will need to produce about 50% more food by 2050 to feed a population of 9 billion people. And the past 50 years have seen agricultural productivity soar. Corn yields in the US have doubled, for example. So this is the key part. Corn yields in the US have doubled. US corn production has risen considerably. Yes, double is rising considerably in the past half century, the past 50 years. So again, this is yes. It's saying the same thing as the text. Number 3 now. Pesticides led to a reduction in food production during the 20th century. So good scan word, pesticide. 20th century is a good one. And we're looking for information about pesticides, reduction, food production. So pesticides appears once over here, but it's not near the other words that we need. So see it again here and 20th century. This is the section that we would slow down to read. Let's do it. Just as new agricultural techniques and equipment spurred on food production, this means encouraged or boosted, spurred on food production in the Middle Ages, and scientific crop breeding, fertilizers and pesticides did so for the green revolution of the 20th century. So we must rely on the latest technology to boost food production further. Okay, is this saying the same thing? Pesticides led to a reduction in food production during the 20th century. So I know that pesticides did so, as in they spurred on food production. They boosted or increased food production. So pesticides led to a reduction. This is saying the opposite thing. Contradiction. This is no. They led to a boost in food production. So finally, question 4. Globally, half of all crops grown are GM. Keyword here, globally, half GM. And we're looking here in the final section. the final paragraph we've got. Views on GM differ across the world. Almost half, here we go, almost half of all crops grown in the US, so this is not globally, this is the US, are GM, whereas widespread opposition in Europe means virtually no GM crops are grown there. In Canada, regulation is focused on, and then I speed up a little bit. Can I see anything about worldwide, globally? GM is merely a technology. So once I've read all of this, I can see actually there's no information about how much of global crops are GM. So there's no way for me to know this information, which means it's not given. So here we have it. Yes, yes, no, and not given. So hopefully you found those strategies useful. Let's just review them one more time. In your test, you should skim for the overall idea and structure, scan when you're looking for specific information, and then slow down and read carefully. You can employ these techniques when you're just reading for fun as well. Websites like National Geographic, New Scientist, and The Conversation, where this article comes from, are great places to work on your reading skills. For more IELTS preparation, join us on e2language.com. We're 100% online. You can submit your work for writing and speaking feedback. You can come along to our live group classes and work with me and our other language experts. And you can book a one-on-one tutorial to work with your teacher in person. Our teachers are all over
Right, so that was about how you can prepare for your reading exam, IELTS. I'll give you more tips tomorrow as well, because I'll be there every day live on social media platforms to give you more information, tips, and inspiration to go for higher education, set up your goals high, and achieve your dreams in higher education. So I am here to support all the way. So let me know if you need any help. I can be contacted on the numbers in this shown in this numbers. So let me know. I have helped thousands of students across 14 different countries to find better higher education opportunities in the world. I have taught, I have given information and helped many students to complete IELTS exams, and I am here to support you. So thank you for joining me today. It's been 2 hours with me. So every day I am planning to come live on social media to share information about different opportunities in different parts of the world for higher education. For example, we are working with thousands of universities in USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, and Europe and the UK. So if you want to start studying a qualification in abroad, we do entire process for free. We give you information, we prepare you for the tests, and we are getting you offer letters from the universities, and we are here to support getting you the visas done. So join me every day. I'm going to give you free IELTS preparation tips and learning materials and some mock tests online as well. So let me know how I can help. So thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Goodbye.